This is a picture of my car. Previous owner, who owned it from 1967 to 1985 in USA, found the picture and very kindly posted it to me. I haven't received it yet. This is just a photo of the photo on my computer screen, and he had it painted. He did it up and repainted it in 1975, so I guess this picture is somewhere after 1975, 1985. I guess it's early on in that period. Bumper looks a little bit wonky, but anyway, one of the jobs to sort out. But we've got a few odds and ends coming up now, which aren't very exciting. I mean, if you want me to keep posting, I'll happy to do that, but give me a thumbs up on YouTube or something, and I'll keep putting them on there. Anyway, enjoy the video. Here's the fit of my bonnet, my hood. This is the edge I've straightened out, which is not too bad, just needs a little bit of adjustment there. The bonnet's a little bit short there, got a tiny step, but it fits lovely all down here, and then at this point just starts to overhang. So I've got 4mm, 10mm, 10, 10, 5, and it sort of goes right down the bottom, and it's central pretty much. Oh, look at this side. Bit tight on that edge there, so a bit of adjustment there. Good there, and then immediately it starts to overhang. So I'm here at 12 inches from the back, and I've got 3mm, 4, I think I've got a little bulge there, so I'll ignore that, but 5mm, then 3mm, and then down the front here it matches the other side. We've got about 8mm, and then it goes right again. Now, this is not quite factory, because this bar here, this tube that was bent, I think they bashed it when pulling the engine out, and I heated that up and pushed it back to where it should be. So things aren't quite original there, so I'm going to try taking the bar out and moving it around, seeing what difference it makes. I have tried to check the profile of the bonnet, and it pretty much seems to match as far as I can tell. I don't know where all these Stella boxes come from, but I seem to have quite a few of those. But it seems to be pretty much the same both sides, and it doesn't feel like that needs to be bent in. It's a nice curve. Working on getting the body for spraying, and I'm going to do one side at a time. So we're on the right hand wing here, and all these marks, these are marks left in by Jaguar. These were underneath the primer, and there's a definite, I think there's a join here. There's a join in the wing somewhere here, and I'm guessing it's somewhere here, because there's a lot of grinding marks in this section. There's a definite dip in the wing there. and that's way not perfect. And do you leave it as it was? It's not been bashed, I don't think. Leave it as it is, or in fact there, I think that's where the join is, the top of the wheel arch. So we're over here. But they've had a bit of trouble with that. Whether to try and pad that out a bit, the hollow there, or leave it as original. I've decided on a skimmer filler. I'm sure there'll be plenty of areas of my making which aren't bang on, so the more I can eliminate, the better. So I've put a bit of filler in there. Let's see how that comes out. Let's have a look at headlining, or lack of it. So I'm upside down in the cabin. And I've got maybe half my headlining, well, the remains of it's still there. And on this side we can see the ends of the hoops. And I've already been along there and put some heat on and got all the screws undone and back in. So I shall just, there's quite a lot of holes already in that there, so I shall go along and just spray over their locations with some paint. The other side, I'm upside down here. It's still got the aluminium trim in there, and I've still got to figure out what sort of shape the plywood is that goes in that slot. But I haven't loosened those screws yet. I'm just looking at taking this whole lot out now. And the first screws I come to, this is on the right hand side sun visor. And maybe they're brass, I don't know, they're chrome plated anyway. Well, look like chrome. So I put a little block of wood in there, because this plate that they're screwed to is quite flexible, and of course they're rusted solid. So I'll put a bit of stuff on them, a bit of squirty stuff, and see if they'll come loose now. Right, put a bit more stuff on. I've had a go on these. Well, I've had a go on one, but you need that blocking because this plate is quite flexing. You can't get any pressure on there. A little bit back and forwards, and it's either moving or shearing, I can't tell you. I can't get any heat on this because there's too much plastic and cloth around. And I think this is the oldest screwdriver I've got, but it fits the nicest. Well, that one's sheared. I thought it was coming, but it didn't. I'm trying another. I think I'm going to end up drilling all of these. Let's pause it there because this is boring, isn't it? Well, there's one out. The other one, the last one, I've got an eighth of a turn, wiggle backwards and forwards, plenty of stuff on it. Still being flipping awkward. I'm just going to try and go for it now, I think, see what happens. I'll need new screws, whatever happens, because I've chewed them up a bit. Well, they look a bit like, I don't know, 2BA maybe. Just where I have it. Well, it's beat me, so I'm going to drill it out. I'm going to try and get these out now rather than leave all these jobs till the end. See if it will come out. So I think now I should be able to hit it with some heat without setting myself on fire too much. And then I'll try an extractor, but we're beyond the limit really of that size for getting that out. But I'll give that a go. I managed to get a bit of heat on that. Without too much in the way of drama. Still a bit of smoke in there, I don't think we're on fire. It's supposed to be a 3mm drill for that stud extractor. I'm going up to 2.5mm now. I think that will just start. Let's see what this does. Oh, I can't hold the camera. Still on this sun visor mounting, and those stud extractors didn't work, and they rarely do in my experience. Now, this is the screw, the one screw I took out, and Vart's book said it's a 4BA, but it ain't. It's a 2BA. And I've actually got some 2BA screws in stock, would you believe, and that looks exactly like the same screw, although there's not any chrome on that, but it is plated. But on the bag it says 2BA, and I bought, whenever I see these little odds and ends, I buy these. I bought all these taps. Those, which included those two, 50p for all those odds and ends, and in there is a 2BA and a 4BA, and the 4BA just shoots straight through the hole, so it's got to be a 2BA, so I will get to try and tap those holes out. Last one to C2, and they're like a riv nut. They're not a welded sort of thing, by the look of it. And it's really nice. This really nice tool that this old fella gave me years ago. A little chuck that'll hold a. It's got a square chuck to it. I've tried a stud extractor, and nothing happened with that as normal. The end of the old screw just came out the hole. Of course, you never really know if you're starting to go through the hole or you go to the side of it. I've used a 3.5mm drill, which seems to be about right. Just give it a little wiggle. I'm cutting something, but it's not really biting. Oh, we've got some bite. Oh, we did have some bite there. I think it's just chewing out the old screw at the moment. But I guess there won't be any threaded part till I get a bit deeper. Another little wiggle, I think. I haven't got a lot of taper on this tap, so it's fighting me. Little bits of metal are falling out. I guess in doubt, you can Google it. And 4mm drill seems to be the suggested size for a TBA. So looked a bit big to me, but I've checked it in a bit of scrap, and it seems to be about right. In fact, it still looked tight in there. Well, that's definitely doing something now. That's very tight. And that rib nut is turning backwards and forwards a little bit in the hole, but there we are, we're through. And there we are. I feel quite pleased with myself that I've done that fiddly little job that you leave till the end. I'm just doing that while I wait for the a little dab of filler to go off. That's one done. Have a look at the other side. Well, I filmed the wrong side there, so left hand side, and they've all come out. Bit of fight, and shoot the heads up a bit, but that's made life a lot easier. And this is my headlining this side, and I don't know if I've said this, but there's some ply that goes in here, and I don't know what that should look like, so I'll have to make something up there unless anybody's got any patterns that they could help me out with. That'd be great.